Listening right now, because I think that's a really touchy subject. Depending on the views that you take and how you view subject matter like that, you can be viewed as and looked at as a racist. You know what I mean? So right now, what we talking about, Queen? What we got on the docket right now, Queen? I know she getting thick. I hope they got their boots on.
Here we go again. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I just said every time this is the cases that's coming into my courtroom. You know, I just feel like for all people of color, it is a war cry and it is a call for separation. Separation is necessary and it's just needed. That's just it. That's just it. Most people of color are lost. You know, they've lost their culture, they've lost their spirituality, they've lost their love for self, and they need to reprogram themselves. Fall in love with themselves, with their race, with their people, with their brothers and their sisters before anything else can happen. Like I keep saying it over and over and over and over, but it's a lot of spiritless, soulless niggas and honkies walking around. Point blank period. They heartless, period. They heartless, they defiled, they so used to just killing and murder that it's like it's normal. It's normal.
And for everybody that's tuning in, we talking about life journeys and David.
Yeah, man. I'm like, fuck all that shit you talking like, because at the end of the day, we done enough dying and enough talking. Like, period. I just, I feel where David Banner is coming from, and I just feel like we just need separation. We need our own. We need a rebirth. We need to start over. Like everybody talking about they praying and Black Lives Matter and all that, and y'all don't mean that shit. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of praying slaves. Y'all talking this, that. Y'all ain't trying to make no change. Not even if it's a violent change. Just point blank period change within yourselves. You motherfuckers ain't doing shit.
Right. And defense to David Banner, because I feel like everybody's allowed and entitled to their opinion. But for David Banner to make the statements that he made, like he's really going out on the ledge. Like he's risking not only his life, he's risking his freedom, he's risking his career. And if that's how he believes,
it's a lot of more people that's gonna risk their lives and their freedoms and their careers, because just like the people that's not killing the police officers and they getting killed, they know what the risk is.
That's true.
People getting tired.
Right.
People getting tired of being mistreated. Like that's why I'm still on. We got to separate, y'all. We got to separate and heal ourselves first. We got to cleanse ourselves first. We got to be made whole again first. That's just it. Ain't no damn sweet words and trying to say it in a nice way and don't talk violence. Fuck all that, because America was built on violence and death and blood and murder and slavery.
Right, that's true.
They didn't give a damn. They could look at it and see your ass die and kill you, blow your motherfucking head off and hang you from a tree and have a party and dance around your ass.
Like even in the Vietnam War, like in the 60s, like, when Muhammad Ali was saying he didn't want to go to war and he was willing to go to prison. When the guys used to go to war in Vietnam War, the Vietnam people...
They was wrong how they did the Vietnam people of color too.
No, but the Vietnamese used to settle back in. You guys come here and kill us, and then you go home and they kill you.
Kill y'all. Yes, because we all people of color.
Right.
That's why I said we all got to come together. But one thing about the Chinese and the Vietnamese and the Japanese, they separate. They have their culture. Right. They maintain their history, their spirituality. Right. They'll karate chop your motherfucking ass down, and you don't really see a lot of they women and men doing that kind of shit. They for family.
Exploited on the news.
Yes. Hell no.
Right. That's true.
And if I got to whip your ass with a bamboo stick, then that's what I'm gonna do. But at the end of the day, it's judgment on them pale people.
Right.
It's judgment. It's time. Judge how y'all did the Chinese, how you did the Spanish, how you did the blacks, how you did.
And you know what? I've seen a lot of people speaking up on behalf of black.
It's time to pay the piper.
I seen on the news, and I don't know, when they show certain footage, I don't know what their purpose or agenda is, but one of the white guys, he was like, black and African Americans have been fighting and screaming and hollering about injustice for the longest time, and they're fed up. And
we motherfucking tired.
Right, and when you have white people that can appreciate the black struggle,
they tired too.
Right.
And guess what? And they're not cowards.
Right.
Because to go against their people, that's a big statement.
That's true.
But they know. That's why I said before. They read, they know, they see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And some of them ain't for the bullshit.
That's right.
You know, and it's like, y'all motherfuckers is cowards.
Yeah.
All that goddamn talking ain't no more fucking send a warning
Ain't
shot.
no more talking, ho.
You got to goddamn the time is come to cut some heads off and let them roll. You know, and word on the street is the streets is motherfucking tired.
I'm so goddamn, speaking of time, I'm so glad Cooch over here asleep. Do you see this coon over here asleep? Nigga,
Cooch, what you got to say about us being motherfucking tired?
I think y'all need to be untied because
We need to be untied.
a lot of these people are out there doing
Cowards.
things.
All these Christians. What is the Christians doing? Are you a Christian, Cooch?
I'm a Christian.
What are you doing as a Christian? Why you doing all this motherfucking talking and cooning?
Hey,
What are you
man,
doing as a
talking,
Christian?
ho.
Do you believe? Do you believe that it is what they say in the back of the Bible is Christians believe that it's what happened when the world fucked up at the end of the Bible?
What, Revelation?
Do you believe that it's Revelations and that the last will be first and the first will be last and God is letting all this wrath? Because that's the Christians believe. That it's the wrath of God and he mad and you know he letting the cops kill black people because they've been wrong and you know God is mad and that the black people are being punished.
Well,
You know that's what the Christian Joel Osteen said.
I don't believe that.
What you believe? What you believe?
I believe that God don't even care. He might be doing
I believe
other
the Christians
things.
is leading our people straight to hell. And y'all better stop listening to the Christians and their bullshit and get out here and stand up for your people and your rights.
See, here's me.
Look.
You know, I don't know Christian, Muslim, Jehovah's Witness, Buddha. I don't know anything. I just know God.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at the end of the day, even he's pissed off.
The Christians say that Barack is a traitor, that he's a Muslim, and that he was friends with Osama bin Laden, and that why would they let a Muslim run the country? Because Barack is not a Christian.
And you know, they've been saying that Muslim shit for a while.
You think Barack is a Christian group?
Oh, you think he's a Muslim?
Or you think he's a Muslim?
I think he's a Christian.
You think he's a Christian?
I listen to what he be saying and stuff.
No, don't listen
Sound
to
like
a
he got-
person's words,
What you
motherfucker.
think
Look at
Donald
their
Trump
actions.
is? What you think
Hold
Donald
on,
Trump
Queen. He said, he listened to what he said. Nigga, don't listen to what he said. Look at his actions. Does his actions dictate that he's a Christian?
That he's a Christian or a Muslim?
Not his words.
His
'Cause, bitch, I could
actions.
be a good salesman at any day.
What do you think Donald Trump is? He's a Christian too?
Christian, yeah.
And his horrible wife is a Christian too?
Yeah.
Well, honey, word on the street is she stole Michelle Obama's speech.
Maybe she didn't steal it.
I said
Maybe
Word by word.
Maybe
she plagiarized it.
Yeah, maybe she
Word by
That's still-
word. It
Right.
was word by word all over the internet, all over the.
But that's what people on the internet are saying.
No, that's
But that
what
we
don't-
heard it word by
No,
word.
but that's, I'm saying maybe she was giving her.
We all watched.
Yes.
Nah, cool, what you about
But
to
what
say,
I'm
I don't
saying
make
is-
no sense.
Who
Maybe-
wrote that for her? Who took that speech from Michelle and gave it to her?
The same speechwriter.
The
The same fucking speechwriter, because this shit is all a game. Bitch, we playing Monopoly. Go around, go,
Yeah, I
don't go
believe
class,
that.
go collect $200, bitch.
I believe that.
Yeah. And she can't say shit. Why she ain't saying nothing? Miss
Michelle
Michelle.
said she wrote that.
Okay, so why she ain't tweet out?
Michelle said she's a lawyer and she's an educated black
Is
person.
that what she said?
That's what she said.
When she said that?
She said that she wrote her own speech and that white woman stole her words.
And I believe that because I seen the speech. It was the same word.
Michelle said she wasn't on no pole or stripping and had no Playboy spread like Donald Trump wife. Michelle said she's an educated black woman.
She is. Did you see the speech? I ain't gonna lie, I watched the motherfucker, right? I'm sitting here fucking around. I don't know how I got on the channel. But I'm listening to the motherfucker.
What
Right?
did Donald Trump wife say to Michelle Obama?
No, it was the speech that she gave. Like, I'm listening to the
I'm just saying, that's not a motherfucking thing. You can put them two.
I was
side
inspired
by
by
side.
the bitch speech.
Michelle's speech?
No, the bitch speech.
That bitch talked like Jocelyn Hernandez. You
But-
couldn't understand nothing that bitch said. But
But
suck a dick in it on my nigga, my
I-
children.
She did sound like Jocelyn Hernandez, but she
Suck
did
a
good
dick
practice.
and I swallow my children.
And we are good people and vote for
And
the
we
people.
are good people. I suck a dick and I swallow my
They trained
children.
her well.
Okay, that's how she sounded. She could never stand up against Michelle Obama talking about giving no talk, speech, or
No.
debate on national TV live.
Live.
Not with no writer. Live.
Right. She was
Don't
definitely
try
good.
Michelle like she had to have no writing P.WEEZY. Now I'm gonna have to back you up. Now I don't really fuck with
No,
Michelle because she's
I'm saying the way they prepped her.
I do fuck with Michelle because she's a black queen in the White House. She's the first black queen to be in the White House. And I fucks with Obama because of that.
So what we gonna sentence down?
But don't try Michelle saying the same speech writers. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh no, it was
Because that's something
obvious.
to think about. That the same speech
It's not
writers.
that she stole the speech.
Exactly. But Michelle ain't got to steal no speech. I mean, have no right is what I'm saying.
Right, okay.
Michelle was a lawyer, so you know lawyers can talk, read,
Right,
and comprehend, and know the law in politics and all. Now, Trump's horrible wife might could need a speech right.
Yeah, because she couldn't speak English everywhere. She
don't know nothing about no damn politics.
Right.
Now, where Trump get her from?
She's definitely not from the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna actually have the first.
So how y'all feel about her stealing Michelle's speech? Cooch, let's get you Michael Coon Williams.
I think that she might be paying homage to Michelle.
Cooch, that lady wasn't paying no homage to Michelle. That lady act like that was his words coming out of her mouth. Was she reading on the teleprompter?
And she did an excellent job reading from that goddamn teleprompter. But you'd have thought she memorized the shit, and she read the motherfucker like
that hoe. We do not fuck with Trump or his horrible wife. But on another note, John Legend is directing directing a movie based on the true love story of Barack and Michelle. So y'all make sure y'all look out for this story. It looks like it's gonna be good. John Legend is putting great black images on the TV, on the big screen for black people. He's showing Barack and Michelle's love story, how they met, educated, black, hardworking, young, family, determined to be people and lawyers and went to law school and fell in love and got married and had children, and Barack became the president of the United States. So hats off to my husband, John Legend. Y'all, oh, I love John Legend. He got to sing at my wedding, John. Chrissy, you got to let John sing at my wedding. I love your husband. I love John Legend. And John, I want to be in one of your movies. Let me throw that in there too. And I'm just so happy because you was definitely in the class. You was doing what the queen wants to do. Just write beautiful music and act and direct. And I can't wait to see this movie. P.WEEZY, did you know that John Legend was directing a movie on Barack and Michelle's life?
I didn't, and I hope Snoop is in it since he's been ranting and raving about
Snoop ain't in it.
Well, I mean, you think he would? He been ranting and raving about black movies showing positivity. Well,
Snoop, you need to get a movie, get the queen. You know the queen want to play a song to fund that. Fund that like the people funded the Nat Turner movie. Y'all already know The Birth of a Nation, directed by Nate Parker, who also wrote and starred in the movie, directed the movie. You know, Nate said that people ain't really want to fund the movie at first, and some athletes and some actors got together and funded the movie, and they took it to the Sundance Film Festival, and I think that it was offered almost $17 to $18 million. Sony, Sundance, or somebody, I don't always have my facts straight. I just know I be talking and hearing all kind of stuff, and I was just happy because I really want to see the Nat Turner story brought to film, and we all need to support that. Don't bootleg that. Go to the movie. Don't buy it in the streets. Go to the movies and see it. And those are two movies that I'm excited about seeing, and it is coming. So y'all make sure y'all check out John Legend directed movie about Barack and Michelle's love story, and the Nat Turner movie, The Birth of a Nation, directed by Nate Parker, who also wrote, directed, and starred in the movie. Mm-hmm. I'm excited about that. I want to see the Nat Turner story.
Yeah, you know Nat Turner. He was a rebel. You know what that fuck?
I'm from his tribe.
Yeah.
I don't know what tribe you motherfucking scary, lazy ass, unloved ass motherfuckers is from. I swear.
So you not sure, huh?
I ain't sure where they from. Out their master's ass. Y'all from that tribe that Samuel L. Jackson was from in motherfucking Django. That's what tribe y'all from. Y'all ain't from the Nat Turner tribe and the Harriet Tubman tribe. No, what tribe y'all from? What else going on? They say Shawnee O'Neal and them old hoes is still fighting on Basketball Wives. They fighting, trying to stay relevant while dyeing that gray hair on their pulls. Still trying to look young. P.WEEZY, you hit a hoe with some gray hair on her pulls?
No, I think I said Nene about to leave. I think they said Nene about to leave.
That's Atlanta Housewives. I'm talking about Shawnee O'Neal, Shaq old wife.
Oh, I thought that shit was over with.
No, they're back. They're back for another season. That's what I'm saying. Shawnee O'Neal and all the rest of them old hoes is back for another season. They're trying to stay relevant while dyeing the hair on their pulls.
Shit.
And trying to look young. They say
it's gonna be grandmamas or housewives. Because I know all them grandmamas.
They say Tammy on there fighting the young hoes. And I like Tammy. Tammy from Tampa.
Didn't they get cut off?
They didn't cut it off.
I thought they got cut off.
I don't know. Shawnee done swallowed something whole and got back on there.
Coach, that shit been on all this time and they ain't stopped.
No, it's just come back for a new season.
Oh, it came back.
They show it is in the
fall. I know that
fall.
shit had been over with.
No, it's back. It come at the end of the summer. Fall. Word on the street, Tamar and Vince is supposed to be separating. They calling it quits. Something going on in the Braxton Tamar Braxton's household. Cooch, you know any tea on that?
I told Cooch.
Tamar and Vince separating up, going through some shit.
Look.
Yeah, but Tamar said that they just fine and don't read into that.
What other shit? She fucking Smokey Robinson or that nigga Ruben Studders, one of the two.
She fucking Ruben Studders.
Or Smokey Robinson.
The old Smokey Robinson?
The great granddaddy Smokey Robinson. That was
Tony
that what TMZ said. Shout out to Gary over there with Dish Network.
Shut the fuck up. Now I knew it was something strange going on with Tony fucking baby. Now this whole fucking Smokey Robinson. The Braxtons ain't got no money. The Braxtons ain't got no money. Them hoes going that what? Tamar done left Vince for Smokey Robinson.
Allegedly.
Or Ruben Studders. Well, Ruben ain't got no money. Ruben said he was goddamn working at Walmart.
I could probably see it with Ruben only because, you know, her dude's kind of big. You know.
She like, big dude, bitch, you better go after Rick Ross. Rick Ross don't want your ass. Rick Ross don't want your ass, and word on the street that Jocelyn Hernandez is carrying Rick Ross's baby.
Hell no.
Yes, I got pictures. Hold on, I got pictures. Word on the street, Jocelyn Hernandez is 5 months pregnant. They're not sure if the baby is Rick Ross, Stevie's, or Young Dro.
Hey, but look, how about this? Send their ass to Maury.
We got to send their ass to Maury. Stevie is so far claiming the baby.
Oh, well, Stevie claiming that he ain't no clown, but Stevie, he don't want to look dumb as hell. Now, Stevie don't
know. Word on the street, they not sure if it's Rick Ross. You see her baby?
Ross.
Young Dro.
Grits.
Or Stevie. Who baby y'all think Jocelyn Hernandez is carrying? I say it's Tommy baby. It might be BB baby. You know, bulldaggers make spit babies. Y'all ain't never heard that?
Hell no.
Bulldaggers is now making spit babies, child. They cloning niggas, and bulldaggers is making spit babies. Jocelyn is pregnant from Tommy, and we can't wait till the baby be born so we can get a DNA test. The baby might come back being Mimi's. Now, word on the street also with this case, you know, I had not been keeping up too much with the love and hip hop this season because it was just so tired and through and defiled. So defiled that not only did Jocelyn do a lie detector test saying that Stevie J was fucking boys, she also said that Stevie J was molesting the little girl.
Yeah, and now
Eva.
That came out.
No.
Word on the street is that she said that made allegations. What happened, Cooch?
She said it, and
she said
that Stevie J was molesting Eva.
Yeah, and Stevie J done got a restraining order against her now.
Against who?
Jocelyn. And say, leave him alone, stay the fuck away from him. You know,
but that's
nothing to do with her. After this the last straw.
This the last straw. You lied saying that I molested my own daughter. I ain't fucking with you.
And even Mimi done came to his offense.
That's why I say I think that Jocelyn is pregnant with Mimi baby.
I think Jocelyn is delusional and on drugs. And that's why
she's definitely bipolar. But I don't know who would have fucked her raw. But for her to, you know, and
I don't know what you talking about, but you know how many niggas want Jocelyn? That girl is bad as hell.
All in the car here is a prime example of cooning and why niggas is walking around here infected with HIV/AIDS. Y'all need to be careful, and everything that's wrapped up pretty ain't always good for you. As you see, Jocelyn has accused Stevie J of molesting his own daughter, has did lie detector test is trying to prove that Stevie J is a bisexual man that loves men's ass and male porn. And this is the woman that he supposedly had unprotected sex and threesomes with that is now accusing him of molesting his own child and being a bisexual male. So be careful with who you stick your dick in, especially raw. These type of women will always come back to bite you.
Guess what I read yesterday?
Case dismissed.
Guess what I read yesterday?
What you read, Cool?
They are thinking that they have a cure for AIDS, but it's mixing AIDS research with cancer research. And they're saying that that's been giving them the best.
Do you believe that the government planted AIDS and cancer in America to control the population?
Nope.
How you believe AIDS got his money?
I think just like everybody else, somebody was fucking a monkey and...
You believe somebody was fucking a monkey?
I believe it.
You believe a white man was fucking a monkey?
Yes.
And brought it back to the United States?
Yes.
Well, at least you didn't coon on that. At least
Right, but you had to get it up out of it first.
At least you are honest. Sometimes your brain waves come back down to earth and you are able to comprehend what's really going on. And I respect the fact that you do know that they will fuck a monkey and transmit diseases. So you don't think that those diseases was laboratory created?
No. I believe all this conspiracy stuff is like, I think people think, they just want to think they know some shit.
What about smallpox and
Just
the other
making
diseases and vaccinations that they made? Do you
Well,
believe
I know that
made
they
that
have.
to kill black people?
I don't know about kill them.
To make them sick?
I mean, because everybody died.
I'm just saying.
Where the fuck the West Nile disease come from?
Do you believe that they are creating some of these diseases to chemically or physically kill us?
No.
Okay.
I don't think we that important. Like I think we that important, but I don't think that they. I mean, because everybody is dying out of these diseases, not just black people.
Right.
Like they're not just okay. We're gonna.
I didn't put a color on it.
Right.
I just said to control the population.
But just like when they was talking about cloning Gucci, the CIA said, "Man, we got better things to do than to clone Gucci." Like y'all crazy. Like we.
I mean, but why would they even respond to something like that? I mean, so that means they is cloning people, but it's just not Gucci. The fuck? I mean, if they have responded to it, that make them look crazy.
I mean, they are cloning, trying to clone human.
Going back to Jocelyn and Stevie J right quick, why would, I know that there's a lot of women that do that. You know, I know that it's a lot of kids that are being molested by their uncles and fathers and family members and caregivers.
Yes.
A lot of children are really being molested, but I do know that there are a lot of women that do make up stuff on their men after they break up and stuff like that. And why would somebody do something like that? What's your take on that, P.WEEZY, with Jocelyn saying this about Stevie J? And she's supposed to be quote unquote pregnant from him. Like, how can you get that mad and make up something like that on your child or on somebody that you claim to love or be pregnant from? And then, fuck off to the niggas that's really doing it for real that lie and the parents aren't really believing that things like this is happening. Like, what would you say in Johnson's case for now coming out saying this about Stevie J and his daughter?
I mean, you got to kind of look at the source, and if people look at her as a credible source, you know what I mean? As far as
they think she high out of her mind.
I mean, she passed a lie detector test, you know what I mean? But people say that it's not hard to pass a lie detector test, but for you to make those accusations about somebody, either there is some truth or bitch you crazy. I mean, because that's strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would want to never have those type of allegations brought upon me, because if they think that there's some seriousness behind it, to have that on your jacket, nigga.
I believe that.
And then do y'all think Stevie J gonna fuck with her again after this? Because if he go back to her after this allegation and he know that it's not true, that's some bullshit. Like, do you think he gonna fuck with her again? Well, she pregnant from him.
That's why when I see
but
that
don't
picture,
mean he gotta fuck with her.
But I'm seeing a picture where was that her? Was that him on the picture?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, like if I felt like she did that to me, like, bitch, we good on that. I see you when my daughter or son is born. But I couldn't be around.
I would never fuck with her again.
Yeah, I would fuck with my child, but I wouldn't just be around her. I wouldn't be taking no picture like he's just taking hold of her.
That's a prime example of demonic sex. Yeah. Unloving sex.
But you don't want to put that on
and
there.
All that stuff that they've been doing. None of them really liked each other. All of them was jealous of each other. That was the sickest sex triangle I've seen on national TV.
And you know they said that they actually lied about
offense like Phil Jackson.
That's terrible.
They said they lied about being married too.
So it done finally came out that they lied about being married. Who told it?
Stevie J said he was never married to.
Stevie J said he was never married to that hoe. All of it was for TV.
Right.
Yeah, but that's pretty deep. Cooch, what's your number, fool? There, I'm gonna let him call in. I'm gonna
404.
So if y'all want to reach Cooch and holler at the Queen, man, call us up at 404
668
668
2441.
2441.
Yeah, we gotta talk about the people want to know how I feel about Rich Homie Quan messing up Biggie's lyrics.
Yeah.
And the hip hop community is fucking pissed.
Yeah,
a lot of people just texting in. One of the topics that they wanted us to discuss was how Rich Homie Quan messed up Biggie's lyrics in the hip hop community. on timeless classic music. And, you know, I feel like y'all should be more pissed at Lil' Kim and what she had on looking like an old seat, a couch cushion, and her goddamn ass. And then Trina, you know, she was tired after 2 minutes of her performance. We talked about that too. They looked tired as hell. Salt and Pepper them looked good to be 50. But Lil' Kim looked at a hot ass mess, and y'all should have been more.
Did Pepper have that yellow wig on?
Ooh.
You know, I seen her in concert 2 weeks ago, and she had that.
How was the show? How do y'all feel? Well, you know what? I don't really like Rich Homie Quan. I feel like his music is, you know, so I didn't expect for him to get out there and just give no crazy ass performance off Biggie stuff.
I mean, but you in New York and you supposed to rehearse. They tell you the song that you perform.
That nigga was high as hell.
Right.
All of them looked at crazy as hell up there. Like their performances was hard.
That's why kids say
all of the performances was hard.
What you say he was high as hell?
He was high as hell.
And you know the New York niggas, they gonna run with that shit. All the East Coast niggas, they gonna run with that shit. That nigga don't know Biggie, son.
That nigga don't know Biggie, man. How the fuck that nigga don't know the king of hip hop, nigga?
More, yo, oh my god, man, yo, we not fucking with this kid, son. You feel me? But
Rich Homie, they is ill with you. Do not take your ass to New York anytime.
He apologized though.
He apologized.
Yeah, but
don't take your ass back to New York anytime.
You can't go nowhere as far as Virginia, nigga.
Well, word on the street is that the Bad Boy tour, that Lil' Kim them looking a mess. Lil' Kim and everybody else, the show is another horrid show, and that Puffy ain't paying nobody. Say Biggie daughter is mad because Puffy didn't invite her to the show to host or even give her tickets to see the show. So who is all on the Bad Boy tour? Who all performing on the Bad Boy tour? Did anybody go to the show and see what it was about?
Well, you know, the Bad Boy tour has been going on for a few months now.
What's the reviews on?
It's been selling out on the East Coast. It hasn't came to Atlanta yet. And in the beginning, when they realized that the tour was coming about, they did ask for tickets. Now, he gave their ass tickets to the first show. Now, what they want tickets to every motherfucking show, which you want a jet to
well,
drop
you
you
on.
off.
That's shit, yes.
So every show we do, you gotta be there.
Yeah.
If they want to be there.
Okay, well, I'm just asking. I just want to know if that's on the
I feel like they should be getting a cut of the show for their daddy money. And if they want to be there, it should be available to them.
That's right, because they
daddy was his motherfucking ass always trying to be a swindler. You know, Cooch called me one day talking about he
was doing the right thing. He said he just wanted everybody.
And I said, you have who on the line? And I'm like, that nigga know he'll sweat another Scorpio. See? Sometimes I hate to say, you know, you got October and November Scorpios. You got new moon Scorpios, full moon Scorpios. You got to watch these motherfucking Scorpios. Look at me. Because Puppy is another slick, swindling ass Scorpio. Don't you see the resemblance in him and Stevie J? But, get him cheering some motherfucking tickets, P. Diddy. Get him cheering some motherfucking tickets and get him cheering 60% of the money that's brought in.
You know you asking for too much.
Bitch, that's Biggie. You riding Biggie's coattail for this tour. Talk about some goddamn Bad Boys, because nobody want to see no damn Lil' Kim. Where's 112? Is they performing in Faith? Is Faith on the ticket?
Where's Craig Mack?
Mace is on the ticket. Mace is on the ticket.
Mace on the
Craig
ticket.
Mack came.
Craig Mack came.
He came from the
Faith
cult.
on the ticket?
Who?
Faith.
Faith, I think she was on.
I like Faith. Okay, who else on the ticket? 112, Total.
Yeah, I think they are on the ticket. Somebody was left out. Black Rob, I think he was complaining that he wasn't on.
What about Danny Kane? What about the people that was going to walk to get cheesecakes and shit for this?
They ain't on the ticket.
Nah, day 26. They wasn't, and they was mad.
Day 26 mad and Danny Kane mad. See, they wasn't in the Bad Boy era though, so I'm saying y'all ain't got nothing to do with it.
Y'all ain't bad boy.
Right, but I feel like them children should be there to represent their dad.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they have no. Yes, they should be there.
Right.
And I would sue. I would definitely sue because any money that's made, hopefully, I'm sure, fucking around with P. Diddy, the paperwork ain't right.
What's the number?
Them children need to be getting money.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be broke. That daughter said she didn't have a quarter.
2441.
What's your take on that?
24 what?
2441.
41.
Mm-hmm.
The daughter said they didn't have a quarter. That they didn't have any money, and Puffy don't even keep in contact with them. So who is getting the money?
No, I didn't hear that they didn't have, because she started some kind of clothing line off her daddy name.
Who is getting the money from record sales and everything? Where is it going?
Initially, it was Miss Wallace and Faith. Yeah. And then at one point they said Miss Wallace's house was going into foreclosure. So
No.
yes.
That's what I mean. Where is the money going? And they need to audit P. Diddy.
But I think that it's the same thing with Fat Joe and Big Pun. You know, Big Pun. Oh, that's a dog, little barking.
Nigga, that what the hell you got going on? Don't worry about it.
Oh,
We got high flight security in this bitch.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying he might need to go use the bathroom. That's why he's barking.
Nigga, you just met the dog. Don't worry about the dog. The dog
Oh, got me a dog, y'all.
But anyway, Big Pun's and Fat Joe just settled with Big Pun's widow about
For how much?
I disclosed, but
But his
did.
money is going to
right.
her.
They
Right, I
came
think
to
that
an
Biggie
agreement.
money should be going to them kids.
Right.
Yes, and they should get tickets to the show.
Yeah.
Word on the street, Ludacris' baby mama is accusing him of abuse. They've been going through a custody battle for a while, and she going for blood, y'all. You know, she trying to get, she done put a child abuse complaint against him, and Ludacris say that she just mad because he got full custody and a new wife, and that he don't really want to be fooled up with her, and she going for blood and trying to accuse him of abuse. Say the little girl had a rash on her bottom, and a bad rash on her bottom, and that it's child abuse.
And what's your take on it? You think that I know your take on
Well,
it.
I'm gonna give you. I
told
really
me.
want to hear the facts. I really want to
You
hear
think
the
these
facts.
men should give women back the kids? Because these men don't really want to take care of the kids. They just want to have them so they don't have to pay child support.
Right. And I do feel that, but
And
I
I
feel,
agree with
and
you.
I feel, and y'all, I might be wrong, but I feel like a lot of these men is getting custody of their kids because they don't want to pay child support, and that they taking their kids from these mothers, and that they wrong. Them children, them babies need to be with their mamas, especially girls that's little babies. It's like I know some wonderful super dads. I know a lot of fathers that have custody of their children and are doing an excellent job. I'm talking about excellente from everything that needs to be done. Hair, food, clothes, shelter, child care, cheerleader dad. But some of them are hiring nannies and are really not full-time fathers. And if that's the case, them babies need to be with their moms. I don't think that Ludacris is abusing his daughter, and if she had a rash, she might have been allergic to something, or something it might have been a different type of diaper, pamper, something that he might have used that could have put a heavy rash on her, something not normally used. Because what the baby mama, I got to pull it up. P.WEEZY got to get P.WEEZY to pull it up. From my understanding, she's too big to be having a rash, or she's not in a diaper, so she shouldn't have been having a rash on her vagina and her behind. Oh, Lord, forgive me for saying that about the baby. At her age. And it's like if somebody was tending to her or was changing her or whatever they was doing, they was neglecting her, and she's filed child abuse claims on Ludacris. But I don't think Ludacris would.
And defects actually came
and what happened?
Right, they just in litigation, but defects is talking about giving the custody back
to the mama.
Yeah.
I wonder what Ludacris' wife has to say about that, because I'm sure she is in a stepmother or in the child's life a lot. If that's her husband and he has full custody, is she caring for the child and the mother is upset because another woman is raising her child?
Now that could be.
And making these allegations up?
Now that's what Ludacris is
That's
saying.
what Ludacris saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But of course that's what he's gonna say.
And maybe that's what it is, because that woman want her goddamn child. Bitch, I don't want you with my child and my baby got a rash. No.
Right.
Y'all got all this motherfucking money. Bitch, why does my baby got this motherfucking rash? Fight for your baby. So in this case, I'm gonna say fight for your baby. If you lying, it's gonna come out. Don't come into Queen's Court with that bullshit. You need to make sure you have your facts together. And I just think like these mothers, just like in Usher's baby's mama case, to me it's her and she want her kids.
Mm-hmm.
And because these men have more money